Good day. This is Tracy Davis with a 5-minute faith focus, and today we'll be covering Proverbs Chapter 12. For today is July 12th, 2017. We are continuing this theme with Solomon contrasting the godly and the wicked, and so now he's getting deeper into different scenarios relating to the aspects of the wicked and the godly. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. And with line 1, whoever loves instruction loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof is stupid. I'm reading it. That's in my Bible. Whoever loves instruction loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof is stupid. And remember, we said that reproof is like a cutting rebuke. Or a cutting reprimand. No, cutting rebuke. Yeah. So and if you hate that, then you're stupid. Line 2, a good man obtains favor from the Lord, but a man of wicked devices he will condemn. And so there it is, that favor from God. And there are some good people in this world, that who follow after God and who love God. And they have and you can see that they have the favor of God in their lives. Line 3, a man is not established by wickedness, but the root of the righteousness cannot be moved. So let me read that again. A man is not established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous cannot be moved. And we just read that a couple of chapters ago about the foundation of the righteous shall not be moved. The righteous isn't going anywhere. Line 4. An excellent wife is a crown of her husband, but she who causes shame is like rottenness in his bones. And so, a woman of valor. My mom is a woman of valor. She was, just a fine, still a fine godly woman, but when, to Papa, God rest his soul. She did she kept up the home. She did everything. She made him look good, to the point where people, when he brought guys from home from work and stuff like that, they commended him on his home. And he had to give the credit to Mama, and it's like, and I love that. I love, that God blessed me with a mom that I can look up to, and who is a good example to me in being a godly woman. And I have other women, godly women of valor, who are very influential as well in my life. And I love watching them, and they encourage me along the way. And I really thank God for those mighty women of valor in my life. And not only in my life, but also you can see how they accent their husbands so well. 5, the thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceitful. The words of the wicked are lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright will deliver them. Okay, just like, the example when we start off with chapter 1, those boys in New Orleans, just waiting to cause harm to somebody. 7, the wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous will stand. See how he keeps saying the same thing, because it's important. The righteous will stand. We're not going anywhere. Because why? We follow the right one, the Lord himself. 8, a man will be commended according to his wisdom, but he who is of a perverse heart will be despised. Better is the one who is slighted but has a servant than he who honors himself but lacks bread. 10, a righteous man regards the life of his animal, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So, we have people who have animals and pets and stuff like that, and, they mistreat those pets. Don't have any pets if you're going to mistreat them. And because those are God's creations. 11, he who tills his land will be satisfied with bread, but he who follows frivolity is devoid of understanding. So what he's saying is that you continue to work and cultivate your land, you're going to have things. But if you're just playing around, you're not going to have anything when it comes down to harvest time. 12, the wicked covet the catch of evil men, but the root of the righteous yields fruit. So the wicked is going to covet what somebody else catches, even their own wicked people. Okay? But the root of the righteous yields fruit. 13, the wicked is ensnared by the transgression of his lips, but the righteous will come through trouble. So, if you go to court and you have to take the stand or something, or you go in there for, for whatever, sometimes you sink yourself in a deeper hole when you start talking. But like what he said, the righteous will come through trouble. So if the righteous have to go to court, God's going to make a way. He's going to give them favor. Just being right. And right is going to follow you. 14, a man will be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hands will be rendered to him. 15, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he who heeds counsel is wise. We don't know everything. It's okay to go to other people for, if you don't understand something, if you don't know anything, go to other people. But when you try to handle things on your own and thinking that your way is right all the time, that's not right. That's why God put more than one person in this world, because we all need one another. Okay. 16, a fool's wrath is known at once, but a prudent man covers shame. So a fool's wrath is known at once, but a prudent man covers shame. So you know when somebody you ever seen someone get angry and they just like go to 0 to 100 in 0.1 second? That's a fool's wrath. But a prudent man, remember, prudent is what? Is applying wisdom, covers shame. 17, he who speaks truth declares righteousness, but a false witness deceit. 18, there is one who speaks like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise promotes health. Sometimes people say things and think they're helping you, but they're really not helping you. They just might as well just go ahead and cut you up. 19, the truthful lip shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. So when you know somebody telling the truth, that's going to last. It's going to last. But it seems like a lying tongue lasts forever, and it seems like they get away, but it's only for a moment. They're going to be known. Deceit is in the heart of those who devise evil, but counselors of peace have joy. 21, no grave trouble will overtake the righteous, but the wicked shall be filled with evil. So he's saying in 21, no grave trouble will overtake the righteous. So that means that as being righteous people, only because of the Lord Jesus Christ, we're going to have trouble. But that trouble is not going to overtake us. That harm is not going to overtake us. But the wicked shall be filled with evil. 22, lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who deal truthfully are his delight. Guys, that lying is something. It really is, and it doesn't please God. I mean, we read that just a few chapters ago about the 6 things that God hates. and the one is the seventh, the abomination. No, and lion, that lying tongue was number 2. Okay, that proud look and then that lying tongue. And so, and if we flip to Revelation 22, 15, look what it says right here. Now this is the end. This is the end. It says, but outside are dogs and sorcerers and sexually immoral and murderers and idolaters and whoever loves and practices a lie. Whoever loves and practices a lie. That lion is going to lead you straight to hell. I was taught, tell the truth, even though you're going to get in trouble. And I have gotten whippings just for being honest. But my whippings didn't last long because I did tell the truth. Just own up to it. If you did it, you did it. Apologize, correct that behavior, and then go on. 23, a prudent man conceals knowledge. That means he knows how to keep the knowledge. But the heart of fools proclaims foolishness. 24, the hand of the diligent will rule, but the slothful will be put to forced labor. What is forced labor? When you're going to jail. Okay, so if you're not willing to finish education, try to learn a trade, go to college or be something and stuff like that, and you're just thinking that you can sling those drugs or just go and hit people over the head and take what they have in order to make it in life, that's slothfulness. And you're going to be put to forced labor. And you're really not going to have anything, because you going out there, you making all them license plates and all them street signs and everything for, for other people to enjoy. And what are you going to get? Pennies on a day. 25, anxiety in the heart of man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad. And a lot of people are going through anxiety. A lot of people are going through depression. And it's important for us to always, to give them good words and stuff like that, to keep that heart glad and help them get through that dark place in their lives. 26, the righteous should choose his friends carefully, for the way of the wicked leads them astray. And this is so important. I have seen some good people just gone astray. Because why? They didn't choose their friends carefully. Same way when I was in high school, all right, hanging around with these girls. They had like a little bag of marijuana. I didn't know what it was, but they went to this girl's locker, and they were looking in the locker. And by me being short, I'm like trying to pierce through the crowd so I could see what they looking at. And I saw that little bag of marijuana. Okay, that they were gonna, they were talking about smoking after school. And so what I did, I walked with them just a little while longer, and then they went that way, and I went this way. And never associated with those girls again. Why? Because I had mama pressure, no peer pressure, okay? And then I started associating myself with girls who were thinking about going to college and doing positive things with their lives. You have to make that choice on who your friends are. If not, they're going to lead you astray. 27, the slothful man does not roast what he took in hunting, but diligence is man's precious possession. So like say if somebody going hunting, and then what they're going to do, they're going to take the deer or the duck and just leave it right there on the ground, not going to try to, take it and preserve it or nothing like that. That's just a waste. Slothfulness. 28, in the way of righteousness is life, and in its pathway there is no death. And here it is. We're in chapter 12 with the life and death situation. The way of righteousness is life, and in its paths in its pathway there is no death. Can't go life and death. Either you go in life or death. But when you're following after God, you're following after righteousness, and that's going to lead you to life. That's chapter 12, guys, and praise God for his word. Lord's willing, we'll be in chapter 13 on tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great day, and God bless you. And just know I love you. Stay vigilant, stay focused, and keep the faith.